Hey everyone, welcome to Skein Spider. Today is part 2 of the Cat Cactus pattern and tutorial. If you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend you go check that out first, but if you have, grab your hooks and let's get started. We're going to begin by making Cat Cactus number 1, and we'll start off by putting 6 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2 is 6 increases. Round 3 is 1 single crochet followed by an increase repeated 6 times. Round 4 is 1 single crochet and then an increase in the next stitch. Then you're going to repeat 2 single crochet, 1 increase 5 times, and then just finish off the round with 1 single crochet. Round 5 is 3 single crochet, 1 increase repeated 6 times. Round 6 begins with 2 single crochet followed by an increase, and then you're going to repeat 4 single crochet, 1 increase 5 times, and finish off your round with 2 single crochet. At the end of round 6, you should have 36 stitches in your round, and then rounds 7 through to 11 are just going to be 36 single crochet all the way around. Round 12 is 4 single crochet and a decrease repeated 6 times. Round 13 is just 30 single crochet all the way around. And round 14, which is our final round, is just 3 single crochet and a decrease repeated 6 times. We're just going to slip stitch to finish off and leave a tail for sewing. And then you can grab your safety eyes because we're going to add them now. For this first Cat Cactus, I'm going to be using 12mm safety eyes, and I'm going to insert them between rounds, where are we? Rounds 8 and 9, 5 stitches apart. So you want to find round 1 and start counting outwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're going to insert them into this space between the rounds here. Woo! Count 5 stitches out from that first eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then in the 6th, we're going to place the second. Now you can change this up if you'd like. You can put them either higher up or further down the rounds, and you can space them further apart or closer together. Totally up to you. Once you're happy with their placement, go ahead and put the backs on. And then we're going to make the little cactus paws for this guy. This tiny little cactus piece is going to act as the paws for our first cat. And we're going to begin by putting 6 single crochet in a magic circle. For round 2, we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and repeat that 3 times. At the end of round 2, you should have 9 stitches in your round, and then rounds 3 and 4 are just going to be 9 single crochet, or you could just do 18 single crochet consecutively, same thing. And then all we're going to do to finish off is slip stitch and leave a tail so we can sew it on later. Now the final pieces we're going to be crocheting for cat number 1 are the ears. However, this pattern is used to create the ears for the other 2, well, technically 3 as well. So for cat number 2, you're also going to follow this pattern to make 2 ears. However, for cats number 3 and technically 4, which are in the same pot, you're going to use only rounds 1 to 2. So in total, you're going to make 4 ears using this pattern we're going to do now. And you're going to make 4 ears only using rounds 1 to 2 of this pattern. So to begin the full pattern, we're going to put 4 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice. Round 3 is 2 single crochet and an increase repeated twice. And then round 4, which is the final round for the larger ears, is just 3 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice. And like the other pieces, we're just going to slip stitch to finish, cut a tail, and then you're going to make 3 more of this size, and then you're going to make 4 only using rounds 1 and 2. For cat number 2, you're going to use the exact same pattern as we did for cat number 1 from rounds 1 through to 6. So you're just going to increase by 6 every round until you reach 36 single crochet. And then that will be round 6, 36 single crochet, and then rounds 7 through to 12 are just going to be an additional 36 single crochet all the way around for each round. Round 13 is 16 single crochet followed by a decrease repeated twice. Both rounds 14 and 15 are going to be 34 single crochet. Round 16 is 15 single crochet and a decrease repeated twice. Rounds 17 and 18 are 32 single crochet. Our final round of cat number 2 is going to be 14 single crochet and 1 decrease repeated twice to bring us down to 30 stitches. At the end, just slip stitch, thank you phone, tail, and then we're going to insert the eyes in cat number 2. Again, I'm just going to be using my 12mm eyes. These ones are going to go between rounds 10 and 11 and 7 stitches apart. Cat number 2 doesn't have paws, but it does have a tail, a little cactus tail. So we're going to make that now, and we're going to begin as usual by putting 6 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2 is 2 single crochet and an increase repeated twice. Round 3 is 3 single crochet followed by an increase repeated twice. Round 4 is 4 single crochet, 1 increase repeated twice. Round 5 is going to be 3 single crochet and an increase repeated 3 times. At the end of round 5, there should be 15 stitches in your round, and then rounds 6 and 7 are just going to be 15 single crochet, or you can just do 30 single crochet consecutively. Round 8 is 1 decrease followed by 13 single crochet. Round 9 is 14 single crochet. Round 10 is 1 decrease followed by 12 single crochet. Round 11 is 13 single crochet. Round 12 also begins with a decrease, and then we're going to do 11 single crochet. Round 13 is 12 single crochet. Round 14, a decrease and 10 single crochet. Round 15 is 11 single crochet. Round 16 is another decrease and then 9 single crochet. And our final round, round 17, is just going to be 10 single crochet. Slip stitch to finish off, leave a tail, and then our final step is just going to be to add some stuffing, and then we can go on to cat number 3 and technically 4. Cat number 3 is technically a cat and a little kitten. So we're going to make the larger cat first, and we're going to begin by putting 6 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2 is 6 increases. Round 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase repeated 6 times. Round 4 is 18 single crochet. Round 5 begins with 1 single crochet and then follow that with an increase, and then repeat 2 single crochet, 1 increase 5 times, and finish off the round with 1 single crochet. Both rounds 6 and 7 are 24 single crochet. Round 8 is 6 single crochet followed by a decrease repeated 3 times. Round 9 is 5 single crochet and a decrease repeated 3 times. Round 10 is 2 single crochet and an increase repeated 6 times. Round 11 is 24 single crochet. After round 11 we're going to stop and add the safety eyes, so just secure your end and grab your safety eyes. This time I'm going to be using 9mm safety eyes, and for cat number 3 you're going to insert them between rounds 5 and 6, about 5 stitches apart. When the eyes are secure, we're going to continue with round 12, which is 3 single crochet, 1 increase repeated 6 times. Both rounds 13 and 14 are 30 single crochet. Round 15 is 8 single crochet and 1 decrease repeated 3 times. And then round 16, which is going to be our last round, is just 7 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated 3 times. Slip stitch, snip a tail, and that is cat number 3 all done. Now for cat number 4, or technically the little kitten, you're going to use, as I've done here, rounds 1 through to 9 of cat number 3. So you're just going to do from here to create the little kitten. When all the little bits and pieces have been crocheted, we're going to begin our assembly stage by stuffing all the cats. You only need to stuff them lightly because if we need some additional stuffing, we can always add that later on. For the next step, you're going to want to grab your pins and your needle. And we're going to start by sewing cat 1 to pot 1. Now with both cat number 1 and cat number 2, their final stitch counts were 24 and 30 respectively. So you're going to line these up with the center of your pot, or the dirt rather, on the pot. And you're just going to match the 24 stitches to the 24 stitches here, and just sew around in a circle. So if we can have 6, 12, 18, 24. It should be this row here, or this round here. I'm just going to pin down my cactus, or my Cat-ctus. When you've got that in place, just thread your needle. And it helps if you have the right end. And begin sewing. If you think your cactus needs a little bit of additional stuffing, stop sewing before you reach the end. And just add the stuffing that you need. And when you've got the right amount, just continue sewing until the end. To secure the end once you've done finished sewing, you can just weave it through either the cactus or the pot itself. Just do this 3 or 4 times and then you can cut off the excess. Next we're going to add the ears. So take your 2 ears and we're going to pin them in place. I like to have them 2 rounds down from round 1. And I also like to have them in line with that center round. So you're running this way. When you're happy with how the ears look, we're going to go ahead and sew those on as well. With the small little paw part of the cactus, you can add a little bit of stuffing if you like, but it's not really necessary. And what we're going to do is attach them half onto the dirt and half onto the cat cactus. So where exactly you want to place them is up to you, but I like to have them just outside the eyes, each eye. And then once they're pinned in place and you're again happy with how they look, go ahead and sew those on too. You're going to assemble cat number 2 in basically the same manner. Center the cactus piece in the middle of the pot, sew on the ears, and then we're going to add the tail later. We're going to attach the tail to the back of the cat, but also just off to the side. So it will look something like this. And also with the tail, we're not sewing it on in a circle. We're going to press the bottom flat, push it up against the side of the cactus that we've already sewn on, and then find the position you want it in. And like with all the other pieces, we're just going to pin it in place and then sew it on. To keep the tail against the body of the cactus, what you can do is take your needle and then weave it up the body to where the tail will be resting against, somewhere near the top. How's that? Not too bad. And then all we're going to do is put several stitches going from the tail back into the body. And that will just keep the tail pressed against the body here, so it won't be falling over constantly. When you're done, just pull firmly on your yarn so the stitches will pull taut and you don't see the yarn sticking out. And then we're just going to finish off like usual. We're going to weave the tail end in and cut off any excess yarn. The final cat is going to be positioned a little bit differently than the first two because we need to make room for our little kitten cactus here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this round piece and we're going to squash the top and the bottom together so it ends up wider than it is taller. And that's the shape we're going to sew it on in. So not round, like this. We're going to place this first piece, the cat, right at the back of the pot, so the edge here lines up with the edge of the dirt. And again, we're going to squash that so it is wider and not circular anymore. And then just pin it in place, grab your needle and begin sewing. We're going to do the same with the little kitten cactus. We're not going to sew it on as a circle, we're going to squash it flat. And once you've done that, place it somewhere in front of your cat cactus that's already sewn on. So I'm going to place mine just off to the right. And again, you want to squash it. So this time the front of the kitten stitches line up roughly with the front of the dirt. And then once again, you're going to pin and sew. If you want to, you can secure your little kitten cactus to the cat cactus like we did with the tail for number 2. So just weave the tail end up through the body until you merge somewhere a little bit higher on the cat one. And then you're just going to sew 2 or 3 stitches back across. The last bit of sewing we're going to need to do is to attach the ears to both our cat and our kitten. The very last thing we need to do is to add some detail. I'm going to begin with the little rosy cheeks. You're going to cut a length of pink yarn and thread it through your needle, and then grab whichever cat you want to add the cheeks to. You're going to insert your needle somewhere into the body, it doesn't matter where, which stitch, and you're going to push your needle up through until you emerge from the side of the eye, down the bottom and off to the side a little bit. Pull the pink yarn through until you leave a small tail hanging on the outside. If that accidentally pulls through, you're going to have to reinsert your needle and do it again. After that, we're going to go across 2 stitches and insert our needle there. Oops, there we go, across 2. And we're going to push our needle through the body until we emerge, from the same spot we originally went into, but on the opposite eye. So I'm going to push my needle through to here. And you're going to pull fairly firmly so that yarn lays flat. And we're going to repeat the process. We're going to skip 2 stitches, work into the 3rd. And this time we're going to push our needle out of the original stitch we worked into. Again, pull firmly. If you like the look of that, you're going to tie off your yarn. Do 2 or 3 knots so it's nice and secure. Snip off the rest. And then you're just going to take your crochet hook, insert it into the body, and then pull that knot back into the body of the cactus. And then I'm just going to do that for each of my 4 cats, or the ones I haven't done already. After you've added the pink cheeks, what you can do is add some detail in black, sort of like I did on my sample versions here. but I think they ended up looking more like bears than cats. Anyway, you can add, say, a little nose, a mouth, some whiskers, anything you want to add in black. The technique used is the same, so you'll grab your needle, thread some black yarn through it, and then, whoops, go into the body of the cat, create whatever detail you want to, weave out the original stitch you went into, tie it off, and then just pull it through the body with your hook. And that's all you need to do to add some detailing with your black thread. And with that, we are finished with our little cactus. Cat-ctus. Whatever they're called. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back next week with a new pattern.